Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. ¿Qué tal contáis bien? Ana Yuka Benariaban. Ariom. Hello everyone. I'm Yuka from Japan. 皆さんこんにちは、Yuka です。Today I'd like to share my experience in Ramadan this year. My first touch for Ramadan was, I actually don't remember when it was, but I was just like watching on TV, and then it was the soccer match, probably some like Arabic country, they against Japanese team. And I don't remember like how was the match, like who won, and but I just remember they're saying like now it's in Ramadan, and the soccer players, like even they are like doing the match, like they're playing in the match, but they are not eating, they are not drinking. And I was like, oh my gosh, like they are playing, they are like doing sports, but they cannot drink, and how come like, and then like they are I believe like they are playing like very well, like, and I was like, oh my gosh, is it true like they're not drinking and eating, and how come? So that was like my first time that I got know about the Ramadan. And after I moved to Australia, and as I told you guys, I got many Saudi friends, and they were like in my English course. And yeah, like after I studied my English course, like just like after 1 month, 2 months, it was the month for Ramadan. And yeah, just like my classmate, he's from Saudi Arabia, and then he told me like now we are in Ramadan, so we cannot eat, we cannot drink, and oh okay. So I just remember like some of my friends from Saudi Arabia, they were like they didn't really like when it comes for the lunchtime, because everyone is eating, but they cannot eat, they cannot drink. So but then like after sunset, and my friends, like they are gathering, like my friends from Saudi Arabia, they are gathering, and like they are eating all together. Like sometimes like they invited me to like have the meal together, and it was like so interesting to know. And that year, like I met one girl. She's not Muslim, but she was just trying doing fasting in Ramadan. And then she tried like couple of days, but actually like she felt very sick, so like she couldn't make it, and she just gave up. And so I thought like it could be like really really hard, like if you are not get used to do fasting. So I never thought like if one day I'm gonna try to do fasting in my life. And another year, I was talking with one of my friends from Saudi Arabia, and he looks like really really excited and so happy in Ramadan. But I was just so surprised, because I remember like when I was in English course, like my friends from Saudi Arabia, like they look like a bit uncomfortable in the class. I could imagine because they're doing fasting, but people in the class, like they are like drinking and eating. So that was like interesting to know as well. And before Ramadan this year, I was just talking with one of my Saudi friends, and he asked me like, Yuka, why don't you try doing fasting in Ramadan? And I was like, yeah, like why not? And actually the time was like really good, because we had all the restriction for the coronavirus, and we couldn't go out that much, and my workplace, like they are temporarily closed, so I had no work, and I only had my study for college, and other than that, like I had like plenty of time. So I've just decided to, okay, like it's good to like try new things. So I've decided to try doing fasting this year. But actually I could imagine that it could be like a little bit hard for me. So, and also like I had my roommate that time, and I didn't want to bother her by like waking up early or something like this. So I've just decided to do fasting only on the weekends. But finally, I've done 19 days of fasting in Ramadan. In Australia, where I live right now, the time for the fasting was from around 5 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. So it wasn't like that long time compared with other countries. And I just want to share with you guys how I spend my time in Ramadan. So I usually wake up at 4 in the morning and have my sahur, which is called as the last meal when you do fasting. And for the sahur, because I told you that I had my roommate and I also had my flatmates as well, so I didn't want to like make that much noise by cooking. So I prepare my sahur the night before, so that when I have sahur, I just put in a microwave and I could eat. And after sahur, I stay on my bed, read the Quran on my phone, and I really enjoy the view from my window. The sky is getting lighter and lighter, and the view was amazing. And finally, around 9 in the morning, I start my day. It depends on the day, but sometimes I went out for shopping, sometimes I need to study for my college, and I was learning Arabic, and I tried sewing as well. And one time I made a Saudi flag by sewing, and it was many process, but it was very good to try because I could know the meaning of the Saudi flag, and I'm so satisfied with the Saudi flag that I made. And around 2 in the afternoon, I go out for walk, and like to the riverside, to the park, and around the city. And I spend like 1 hour and 1.5 hours for walking. And after that, like come back home, take a shower, and prepare for fator, which is called as the first meal when you do fasting. And around 5:30, I could break fasting, so I have fator. And sometimes I'm talking with my flatmate, and sometimes I need to study a little bit more, but usually around 9 p.m. I go to bed so that I could wake up at 4 in the morning on the next day. And yeah, so like my days in Ramadan was like this, and it was like really good to try because I actually felt like very healthy, and I also felt like more thankful for the food that I have. And it was so enjoyable to prepare meals every time, like more than usual days. Yeah, this time like I had no one to fast with me, but if I'm with someone like family or friends, it would be like so nice to have this holy month together, because I was watching some Snapchat from the Arabic celebrities, and they're preparing like many foods and looked like really nice, like all together. And the most surprising things was I lost 4 kilos of my weight in that 1 month. And for sure the best things was I could get know more about Islam by like reading Quran or like actually doing fasting. And I'm totally sure that I'm gonna learn more things about Islam in the future. So I'm making this video because I've heard it's Ashura today, which all Muslims they do fasting, and I'm actually doing fasting as well. So that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoy my video and have a great Ashura. شكرا لكم على المتابعة. مع السلامة.